Hello again for another Thursday Live here at the Association of PEMF Professionals. And welcome. I'm Dr. Jerry Dreessen, the Executive Director here at the Association. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, this is our Thursday Live. And our goal is every Thursday at this time to do a live broadcast and talk about all things PEMF. And we happen to be wrapping up 2025 with our three-part series on goal planning. And today what I want to do is kind of walk through the last of the things that we could be doing to help build a great PEMF business for 2025. And I'll kind of review what I've gone through the last two broadcasts, but we want to definitely work on some action steps. And so with that, let me shrink myself down and let's dig into the action steps on how to make your PEMF dreams a reality in 2025. So we can spend a lot of time sitting with a piece of paper and a pencil, writing down all the things that we want to do. In fact, putting, like I talked about, we'll go through this as far as goal planning and stuff. Writing things down are okay, but if you don't have actual physical action that goes behind it, then you just get to sit down and write down a bunch of stuff that never happens. So let's go through a couple of things. Now, you are here because you're wondering about PEMF, what it's all about. Those of you that are members, you already have certifications, but if you are looking at building your business under PEMF, then what better way than to have a national certification on PEMF? And what happens as a result of this is you now have a certificate and a form and confirmation that you've gone through some sort of teaching that says that you are somebody other than just a person that bought a machine. And of course, our national organization, getting nationally certified with our certification courses, will make that even better. And that's our goal for 2025 is to, in fact, we've been doing that. If you've been listening to things Lauren have been saying, it's a process. It's a 2 to 3 year process to be able to say that you are certified under a certain process, which gives our certification courses even more clout. So we're in the process of doing that too. And your membership is helping us pay for that. So thank you for those of you that are members. Your cards and letters are helping. So certifications, there's human, there's small animal, large animal, and infrared. And then just kind of a general. So we have 5 different things, one for every flavor. Some of you have all 5 certifications, and that is awesome. And you have such an amazing knowledge on PEMF where you have no problem walking into a crowded room and talking, doing a 30-minute talk on PEMF or talking to people on how PEMF can help their animals or their loved ones. The next thing is word of mouth. Word of mouth happens, the word mouth and the word, those are action steps. So getting out there, getting known, talking to people, networking. If you belong to a network, you get a 30-second elevator speech. So if you don't have one, make one. And typically it's a who do you know? So like, who do you know that has an animal with hip pain or, is aged out, or a work dog that, if you want to put a little more pup in the dog, or, who do you know that's a vet that's looking for a system that will help speed up healing after surgery, or who do you know that blank, fill in the blank. And that's when you go out and you talk to people, or you go into groups and you talk and you create the call to action. Again, remember, you are everybody here right now that has a PEMF machine in a business are all trailblazers. 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're the people that group's going to be talking about. It's like, wow, back in the day, people were working really hard to get recognized, to, get out there. Now it's everywhere. And you are the old school, not old school, the old regime that got to help the newer group, build their businesses and really push PEMF. So think about the future of all that. But again, it starts with word of mouth. Again, with the association of PEMF, we started out as word of mouth. Nobody knew who the heck we were. What's an AOPP? What's a PEMF? That's where we started. And so we've grown by word of mouth too. And your ability to talk about us to people helps spread our word as well, in addition to all of the social media things that we're doing, which is through the internet. And for you, if you're not part of the internet, why not? It is a great way of spreading your information. If you're in a small group, community, then, that's where you go back. The word of mouth is the old internet, right? That was how we used to do things. So your ability to get out there and talk, just think what the internet does. The internet's 24/7, so you don't have to be there while the internet is going. So one of the things we talked about last week is, what is your sales funnel? What is it that gets your phone to ring and allows you to do a service? So what do you have that's out there right now? If it's just you handing out a business card, then that's what that is. If it's you building a social media presence, then that's how your sales funnel starts. But also one of the things we talked about too is, how do you get out and do these things? Well, last week we talked a little bit about building out a calendar, get your planner put together. If it's not there, then it's not going to happen. How can you get there if you don't know where you're going is the other question. So if you don't have an end in mind, then you're wandering aimlessly in a sea on a raft without a paddle. Or even if you do have a paddle, you don't know where to start pedaling. So if you can focus on who you are, what you have, where you're going, and just make that assertion, now you've got the next 2 or 3 steps figured out. It's like, I'm going to talk to these people. I'm going to set up this event. I'm going to build out my Facebook page. I'm going to, put together my Instagram account. You're going to create all of these action steps. So again, it's those of you that have been in any kind of marketing know that there's different spheres. So there's your family and friends, that's your inner circle. Then it's the people you work with, and then it's the people you meet out on the street. So those are kind of your 3 spheres of influence. And if you go to each one of those groups and you ask them, who do you know that blank? You'd be surprised. You might have one of your best friends like, oh my gosh, I know so-and-so that, would love to have you come in and talk about, PEMF. I didn't even think about it until we just had this conversation. Those are the things that are going to happen when you start working this process. So create your database of contacts, the name, address, phone number, who the contact is, and then continue to grow that. That should be your 30-minute Monday morning before everything starts kind of thing, where you plan your day. Can also be at the end of the week. But are you having a weekly meeting with yourself? Because if you are your own business, then you are all your staff. You are all your, you wear all the hats. So do you have a sit down with all of your hats and plan? And I guarantee you, if this is a 30-minute time that you spend on your business once a week, 2025 is going to more than double what you've already done in 2024. So continue to grow it, continue to call on it. Keep tapping people on the shoulders. Some people are like, I would love to help this person out. I just don't have anything for them this month. And in your mind, you're like, okay, I called them. They didn't say anything. So I guess that business is dead, and you cross it out. It's not what's going on in their mind. It's what's going on in your mind. So be the squeaky wheel. So in 2025, to me, it's like, these are some of the must-haves, the things that you need to do. So you need to have a Google business profile on yourself. And they need to have reviews. So you need to be able to build that out. You need to contact the people you've done business with and have them give you reviews, because people who don't know you, that's how they find out about you. It's like, who is this person? What do they do? And now there's 5 reviews saying, hey, I went and saw Susan. She did a great job. I highly recommend anybody that's looking for somebody that has PEMF and knows what they're doing. It just stuff like that. That review in and of itself is worth 1,000 new people, new clients for you. So get your website up. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. I mean, those are what we call the 5 W's. But anytime a person does a press piece, those are the things that they need. Those are the absolutes on that: the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. And then for you, it's also call to action. It's like, call me today. Let's get you better. It's like, watch a commercial. You'll see that it does that, and that there's a call to action, or there's a phone number that's constantly up. Call this number today. They'll start out with that too. So there's another form. It's tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them what you've told them. That's the what we call the military 3-pronged approach. So if you can integrate those into your system, that would be good. So a website, a business card. I've got a couple of links here at the end of our talk to help you out with that as well. But I think the last thing, as far as, an internet present, as far as must have, is you need to have a Facebook business page. It's not your personal page, although you can use that too. Personal Facebook, business Facebook page, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything inside your subscription, and it allows you to marquee just your business information. And then that's where people can go to learn about your business. They don't have to jump in and get to know you on your personal. It's totally different. And I have probably 10 different Facebook business pages for all the different things that I'm involved in. And it's a way to separate these things from each other. And if you wanted to expand on that, it can be, PEMF for small animals could be a Facebook page. PEMF for humans could be a Facebook page. You can integrate them together. There's lots of things that you can use. And Angie, it's definitely growing your business. It works for you 24/7. Somebody at 2 a.m. could be going through and finding your Facebook page, and you didn't have to be there to answer that call. And then speaking of calls, you can create a different phone number and have it call forward. I know Google does that. You can get a phone number through Google. So you can separate your private life from your business life pretty easy with these different systems, and different email, different phone number, Facebook page. So your business is on business side and your personal life is over here, and you don't have to intertwine the two. Bonus points with Facebook. You have Instagram. So again, that's a way of getting some video in there, getting some pictures, which is worth 1,000 words. Really, it is. If you can post your Facebook page once a week, even if it's just a statement or a fact about PEMF or where you're gonna be. I'll be at the Johnson feed store 9 to 12 working on birds or whatever, but somebody might see that you never thought, or the people that are there, it's like, yeah, check out my Facebook page while you're there, and they're like, oh yeah, you see what you're doing. And so really, really good information can come from that. And if you use it like a commercial or promotional system, then that's really good too. And again, YouTube, same thing. YouTube is free. You need a Google business account, you need a Google account to do that, Gmail account to set it up. But again, now you can drop in, quick 15-second videos. You don't even have to be on it, and then build that up, because Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they actually become their own entity that'll show up online in the search engines, which is really cool. That's one of our best kept secrets that I'm sharing with you. So don't tell anybody else, right? Okay, that's just our little special secret, right? But these are all things that you can do to build your business. Now, if you don't have a Google business profile, you are in luck, because I put together a program, the 8 steps to increase exposure on Google, teaches you how to create your Google business profile. And again, that's free advertising. You can get into the Google 3 map. We talk about what the heck that is. But if you want to scan that QR code with your phone, then you can download the 8 steps, and it just walks you through how to build all of that. This is me that you're getting on this. But then the other thing that this will do is it drops you into a autoresponder that I built, where you get like once a week you'll get a tip on building your business, things that ask you ask you questions on how to grow your business. Excuse me. Nothing like water. So then once you do that, you will have all of the armament that you need to grow your business. And again, none of that's going to cost you anything. Facebook is free. Google is free. You know, getting a Gmail account, getting a Facebook account, that's what it's going to cost you, is giving those people your information as far as your business. But if you're going to grow your business, you need to do that anyways. And then the next thing, of course, is if you don't have a website, we'll create one for you. We have at AOPP, we have a branded website where we put your business name or your city in the URL along with our website. So you're sharing what we call a shared website, but it's just your website, standalone. It would be full of your information, your images, your videos, all of those things, your call to action, your map, and it's optimized for the web. Now that's it's very, very inexpensive. I mean, if you're to build a website on your own, that's easily, depending on what you do, anywhere from $800 to $5,000, and then you host it. So there's a monthly fee on top of that, which for some people is anywhere from $30 to $150 a month. So with us, it is less than going to Starbucks every day for a year. No, it's less than that. I have to check and see, but I think it was under $100 a month for everything. So we've got more information on that. Now, the other thing too, I mean, we talk about a business card. There's a really cool product. I just learned about this the other day, but it's called Card. And if we talk about having a business card, this is a single page website. And through this company, you can get I think it's free. I think you get like 3 free, but it's very basic. So if you're looking at just getting something out there that people can go to and look at, if you can imagine having this or a website, your Facebook business page, your Google business profile, your Instagram, your YouTube, you've got 5 different types of social media that's out there where you never had them before. And people in your area are going to find that. And if you think about, like I said, what's great about these is they're there 24/7. And then, of course, getting the right keywords in there for the services that you do and the areas that you do sessions on, the parts of the body of humans and animals that have problems. If you can get all of that into the system, then you're going to start growing your practice. So with that, that concludes our 3-part series. Here we are, December. We will, of course, be off the air until the beginning of the year. So we've got a few more things that we'll be talking about. We're going to be going into the veterinarian boards and doing some one-on-one talks with them to help educate. So you'll be hearing more about that next year. And thank you again for your time, for hanging out today. Some things that you can do. Again, here's our social media. You can like and share. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Hint, hint. We also have our own blog. So you can go there and you can read things. You can share all of these things, copy, share, give out our information, help us grow. We are growing really well. Those of you that are joining and being part of this, thank you so much, because this industry, like I said, is going to take off. And if we who are pro PEMF people are not there to help with this launch, it's going to go in the direction of somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about or does a very poor job, which isn't going to happen, because here we are. We are exactly where we had hoped to be at this time in the life of PEMF. So again, thank you so much. Those of you that are members, you can drop in there and have a one-on-one with us. Oh no, Deborah. Merry Christmas to you too. And yeah, this will be, if you're just now dropping on while it's live, then as soon as we're done, then you can go back and watch it again. Again, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, so you can rewatch it. Karen, thank you so much also. And yeah, Happy New Year. I've had a blast this year, dropping in all of these Thursday lives, something we've really had a lot of fun with doing. And again, we continue to grow. We're international. Like I said, we're 17 countries we're in. We started out just kind of local and went international pretty quick, because there's people just like you in other countries that have PEMF machines that are growing their businesses too. There's hospitals, there's, businesses that where people can go and sit down and do things. So it's a way to, like if you wanted to have multiple machines and just have a brick and mortar, people could come in and do that too. Hi, Kathy. Birthday. How did you? Yes, it is my birthday today. Thank you for that. And in case you didn't know, it's not really water that's in here. No, just kidding. Yeah. And again, thank you again so much. You've been so helpful for us. We love having you as a team. We're trying to get an actual face-to-face live. I don't know in 2025 if we're going to be able to achieve that, or if we're going to be going via the internet again. We'll find out as time comes along. We all, again, also, if you have machines and those companies have events, we would love to be a part of their events as well, and do that too. Hey, thanks, Deborah. Appreciate that. So with that, again, when you are on our website, we've got our code of ethics. If you've never heard of us, don't know what we're about, here's where you can find out the brass tacks of the AOPP and what we're all about. So again, if you're not a member and you're thinking about it, please give us a call, or you can just drop in, become a member today. It's very inexpensive. You learn so much, a lot of value, what's going on. We've got great things on the inside as far as being a member and what you get. And again, if you have any questions about it or any tips, things that you're doing with PEMF where you're getting some results, you want us to know about it, send us that information as well. And with that, then I will bid you adieu for 2024, and we'll see you on the other side once that ball drops. And let's usher in a great 2025. Follow through on these steps and let me know what you're doing too, because I would love to hear some of your wins as a result of following these steps. So with that, take care. We'll see you next year. Thanks.